Hey guys, what's up? This is Bhagat, and today is my, I think, 6th or 7th video blog. I forgot. I lost count. So, anyway, the point was to get started, right? Because any task that you have that you want to do, just get started on it right away, right? There's no better time. So I ended up actually waking up at about 7 a.m. today, and I decided to do some work. Couldn't get anything done, but I sat there thinking about doing work, so that's some work, right? So yeah, it's 11 a.m. right now, and I thought I should shoot a video blog during the day at some point, because I don't want to just keep shooting at night. I want to change things up a little bit so that there's some variety in the content. So today I wanted to talk about meditation, and since it's 11 a.m. right now, you know what time it is. It's the perfect time to meditate. So I thought I'd record the tree behind me, the apple tree. This is actually an apple tree, and we're actually plucking the apples off and making sauce and what's called a murabba in India. We're making murabbe, and we're making chutney and stuff like that, juice. And so this apple tree is actually a good metaphor for your mind, your consciousness, right? Atma. Right, in a tree you have the trunk, right? You have the branches, you have the leaves, you have fruit, right? So the trunk is your consciousness, and the leaves are the thoughts, and the fruits are the thoughts on your consciousness, right? So as the seasons go by, the certain thoughts die away, other thoughts sprout, and that keeps happening. That repeats itself. The cycle repeats of certain thoughts coming up, other thoughts dying away. You get fruit, you get flowers. Your mind goes through all the stuff, but the trunk largely remains unchanged throughout the seasons. I mean, it grows, but it remains mostly unchanged. It's not phased by the seasons as much as the fruits or the leaves. So I thought that was actually a good analogy for consciousness, and because it's a good time to meditate right now, I thought I should share that analogy so that you can see that within yourself, is to see that the thoughts and emotions and feelings and all that stuff, all that good stuff, that stuff's good. All of that is actually the peripheral of your mind. The root of your mind, the trunk of your mind, is actually consciousness, or Atma. Atma is the trunk, whereas the leaves and the flowers and the fruit are the thoughts and the feelings and emotions and all that stuff. So it's an interesting metaphor. And just like the tree, your original nature is also still. Just the way the tree is still, your original nature is also still. Sometimes you have external factors that move you, right? For example, the loss of someone, or you lose your job, or somebody says something bad to you and you kind of feel disturbed by it. It's just like a tree, how when the wind comes, the leaves and the fruit and the flowers sway back and forth, right? Those are your thoughts and emotions. But the trunk is usually pretty steady, right? The roots are steady. So just like that, the Atma remains steady amidst all the negative emotions and the negative thoughts and the negative circumstances and all that. So the tree not only is a good metaphor, is actually also a good teacher. If you pay attention to a tree, you'll notice these things in yourself. This is why I think it's good to be in nature, because nature can see how the tree is actually responding to me a little bit, or at least I think it's responding. Because the more I talk about it, the more it actually starts to respond. There's life all around us, right? It's like what Kabir says, Brahmapati, Vishnudari, Phool Shankar Dev. Right? This consciousness, all those names are names of consciousness. Atma, right? Brahm Atma, Vishnu Atma, Shiv Atma. Those are all Atma. Names of Atma, names of Paramatma. And Kabirji says they exist in the tree, right? Teen Dev Patak, tora kare kiski save. He says the gardener breaks off the leaves and the flowers and stuff off the tree, but doesn't see that the tree itself is alive, that has Atma in it. You know, the gardener breaks those things to worship Atma, essentially. But the gardener doesn't realize the tree itself has Atma in it. So he says the gardener is deluded in that in his thinking that the tree is, or that it can worship things without understanding aliveness, right? The gardener is trying to worship Atma, but he breaks off the leaves and the flowers off the tree, but doesn't realize that the tree is also Atma, the tree is also alive. So that's interesting. That's interesting that he mentions this, 500 years ago. And here I am in the 21st century, discovering these things for myself. Anyway, those are all the thoughts I had for now. So I'll see you guys later.